Thank you very much for joining. We're going to focus on Smartlink Solutions, which is a Web3 escrow payment gateway for e-commerce. Now, I'm going to follow by the Ask Me Anything. I received 9 main questions for this webinar, so I'm starting to reply to them. First questions, are there plans to list the SMAK token on any cryptocurrency centralized exchanges? So actually, our main priority is mostly to expand our payment gateway into e-commerce platforms. So listing on centralized exchange is quite interesting. It's also good for marketing, but it costs a lot and takes a lot of resources to fill all the documentation. And we also need a market maker. Altogether, we need $200,000 to make it live. So it's a huge amount of money for a little benefit in terms of operational usage. I mean, of course, I know that the community is waiting for that, but my main focus is mostly to get a company that is profitable. If we get a company profitable, of course, everything around will be beneficial for everyone. So actually, I made the decision to focus on delivering the crypto payment gateways to as many as possible e-commerce. Second question is regarding, will community member have access to real-time usage metrics? So like number of users, number of plugin installations, transactions, etc. I'm giving you the current metrics. So we have 100 new users, 10 sellers that registered only in October on the live product, which is, on my point of view, quite good because they're already finding our solution through Google or through other kind of communication gateways. And they registered without marketing campaign. So I'm quite confident that when we're going to start the marketing campaign, we should attract a lot more new users and sellers. Third question, so how the SMAK token will be integrated? What are the benefits for SMAK token holders? So actually, we focus on how the SMAK token is a good utility for users. So the first one, of course, is to make transaction reduction for each order of SMAK token. So if you are doing your transaction in SMAK, you can get a commission fee reduced by half. Also, if you are going to arbitration process, you can pay in SMAK and get a discount. If you are a merchant or buyer that are holding minimum 500,000 SMAK, you also are able to get the commission fees reduced by half, meaning 0.5% commission. And also we are starting to think about how the merchant can opt to pay all the commission only in SMAK to get the cost reduction. Also, we're going to propose all the personalizations and advertising that have to be paid in SMAK. For example, if someone likes to use their own cryptocurrency on Smartlink, actually we are referencing mostly all the stablecoin. But if tomorrow one other project like to add their token in Smartlink, they are able to do that. They have to pay a fee to be listed on Smartlink, and buying the fee will be in SMAK only. So we won't accept fiat or other cryptocurrencies. So it's also a kind of rewarding the SMAK holder by appreciating the usage of the SMAK. We also think about how to use the SMAK token as a reputation services, meaning make sure that all buyers and sellers get a good reputation through the SMAK holding. So this is the mechanisms of royalty that we are working on. And actually, I can give you more insight because it's really a good reflection and it's impacting a lot of things. Of course, all of these actually are linked to the Tezos blockchain usage. And I have another question just later about how we can integrate Tezos. So all those incentives are for SMAK holders and Tezos usage. Fourth question is, we had a thief early this year on one of our wallet, which was the community wallet. So we investigate on it. I know there are some questions about that. We find where was the vulnerability. It was through LastPass, which has been hacked last year. And we stored some of our wallet, not of all of them, only the wallet that we paid on a daily basis for marketing purposes, etc. We didn't use a ledger for them because we have to use Sprite every time. And that's why that is where the vulnerability came from for this thief. So actually, unfortunately, I have no idea if we can recover the token. To be honest, I'm not expecting it. We are not the only one affected by the LastPass hack. Many other wallets have been hacked through LastPass. So I'm just waiting for the justice and see how it comes. And you can follow, like me, on any websites following that hack, because it's a public hack. It's not only us, it's many other crypto projects. Then fifth question is, are there plans to develop mobile application on Android or iOS platform? So yes, this is on our wish list. So we are working on it, but not developing it right now. Right now we have a product, it works. We have plugins on 3 different CMS. So we are now mostly focusing on how we can spread the word, find new merchants, new users, with the current solution. And in 2024, we're going to start developing mobile applications. But it's already working on web mobile. So it's not an application, but it's working on web mobile. If you use the QR code I showed you, you can see that you can pay already with your MetaMask online with your mobile. Then what are the next milestones for the Smartlink projects? First of all, the payment gateway expansions. So our immediate focus is really to focus on the growth of the platform, make sure that we find as many as possible e-business platform working with our payment gateway. So this is the only one target actually. So, and for that, we're going to start targeted marketing campaign. I told you, Twitter, SEO, LinkedIn, emailings, etc., but toward e-commerce platforms and owners. By end of this year, we try to make the KPI dashboard public, so you can get all the key indicators on your side. Actually, we are stuck on the Tezos blockchain because they did not release either EVM, so Ethereum compatible smart contracts. We had conversation even yesterday. They told us that actually the smart contracts on their side are great on the testnet. They will move on the public testnet by end of this year. That means that we can expect to get the Tezos Etherlink in 2024, but I have no idea if we'll be in Jan, February, November, etc. But make sure that actually all smart contracts are ready on our side. We are just waiting for their release to move all our smart contracts on the platform to the Tezos EVM blockchain. Then seventh question is Smartlink currency integrated with the Tezos blockchain? But actually, I already told you that Tezos Etherlink is actually under development within Tezos. I don't have access to it. I can read, I gave you one link that speaks about that, but there is no official release and no date for the mainnet release. Also, why we did not start developing on current Tezos blockchains, because there is a lack of developers in this specific language, and it's a question of cost. Actually, working on Tezos blockchain costs 2 to 4 times more than working on an Ethereum or layer 2 blockchains. And I'm focusing on, again, to make the company profitable. So I'm not spending money for a blockchain that will maybe not disappear, but will move to EVM in a short term. So I'm waiting for the EVM. Let's see how it works, make sure that we can move our smart contract into the Tezos EVM blockchain, bridge also the SMAK token to make sure that it works. And then we start the development. And also, to be honest, we did not get a lot of support from Tezos Foundation. We did not receive any grant at all. We didn't have any communication with them directly at all. So I'm thinking that maybe the escrow payment gateway is not on their development strategy. They like to focus maybe on other kind of activities and business. So actually, I'm confident that Smartlink is the good market and the good way to move crypto users to real cases. But I can't just enforce Tezos working with us if they don't want. Eighth question: what's the plan continuing the project after existing funds are depleted? So actually, fortunately, we still have funds. Why we still have funds? Because first of all, we have some communities members that work for us for free because they just know that the project is great. So it saves a lot of money for us for developing contract, making a marketing campaign, or developing the websites, etc. Second one, I made additional funds for my personal incomes to make sure that the project is still alive for two reasons. The first, of course, to sustain the project. Secondly, as you know, we raised during the ICO a lot of XTZ token. So you see, we still get 113,000 XTZ in our wallet, come from the ICO. But the problem is that when we get those tokens during the ICO, the Tezos price was around $8 and actually at $0.7. So we just lose from $900,000 from $80,000. So actually, we are not running out of money. We still get money to expand the platform. And what's interesting is that we already finished all the most important part of the IT development. Last question is, our partnership with e-commerce websites in the pipeline? Actually, yes, we have some discussions. I had another discussion 2 days ago with a new partner, and hopefully we're going to sign the partnership, I think, during November latest. Thank you very much for joining this live. Really appreciate your engagement. And then I'm trying to make a new one, maybe end of this year or in January. But anyway, I'm every day on Telegram. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask a question on Telegram. Do not hesitate to send us your question by email, and we'll make sure to reply to you as soon as possible.